The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the South Florida Live podcast. Listen, I am your host, Jeffrey Brown. And as we always say, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, listen, I hope everybody have experienced peace and blessings on today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you were your day was just abundantly blessed, and above all that you may ask in him, that you were able to go to work and come back home, and you made it home from work and from school, from wherever you had to go, doing your daily busy day to day, and you made it, and you're here tonight. So you are a survivor. As I always say, if you made it through this, you made it through that, and you got home safely, you are a survivor. So thank you for joining us on tonight. Hey, listen, come on in. Let's do this. Good evening. Elaine D. Nelson, God bless you. Peace and blessings. Thank you for joining us. Hey, listen, come on in, guys. Come on in. I think I'm flying solo tonight. Come on in, though, because we're going to have a good time. We're still going to have some stuff I do want to talk about. I want to discuss some stuff from last week, and you don't want to miss it. So go ahead and tag a few people. Let them know that the South Florida Live podcast is on, and we are on. We're live, and it's the singles edition. It's the season 2 of the singles edition, and you don't want to miss it, y'all. Last week, y'all know. Those that was on last week, you already know it was fire. So I'm going to see what I can do tonight. I'm going to keep it burning. I'm going to keep the fire burning tonight, if you will. Come on, join us tonight. Those that are viewing by YouTube, let me know that you're there. If it's your first time viewing us by YouTube, hit that little bell. Hit the bell. Click on the bell. And once you click on that bell, click on notification. Click on all. That way every time we go live, you guys will get notified that we are going live. Okay, do that for me. Thank you so much. And if you're viewing us by YouTube, hit in the comments. Let me know that you're there. Let me know that everything is going well. You can hear everything. Our signal is fine. Our sound is fine. And everything is good. Let me know that you're there. Say good evening to me. I always say, if I say good evening to you, I've been taught that you're supposed to say good evening back. Okay? So good evening, everybody that's coming in. Come on in. Join me, guys. Come on in. God bless you. Give me some heart. Give me some love. Let me know you're there. Everybody there. Come on now. Let me know you're there. Good evening. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. All right. Let me know. Come on in. We're not gonna be long. Well, we don't know how long we're gonna be, but we're gonna talk tonight. I got some stuff to talk about. Listen, I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds and we're gonna get started. We got a little late start, but we're gonna start anyway. We're gonna get started. Would you do that for me? Go ahead and tag some people. Tag some people. Go ahead and tag some folks and let them know that we're on. You do that for me? Thank you. I'm amazed by all your strength, I am. Grateful you come through me. So I take this time to stop a moment and show my gratitude. For you are my light. I see what you're doing, I see what you go through. Come on, let's do it. Come on. Hey, good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone that's coming on. Good evening to you. God bless you. Peace and blessing. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Beautiful, beautiful. Many mighty ships are sinking. Many stars are falling down. And I count it as a blessing. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Hold me up now. Good evening, Miss Green. God bless you. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you for joining us on this evening. Miss Green, go ahead and tag some people for me. Hit the share button. Hit the share. Hit the like. Hit the share. And, tag some folks in the comments for me. Let them know that we're on and we're live. All right? Do that for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I see what you're doing, I see what you go through. 3 seconds. All right. Once again, thanks everyone for joining us on this evening. Appreciate you so very much. Thank you for joining us. Hey, listen. Go ahead and tag some people for me. Would you do that? Please tag somebody. Let them know that the South Florida Live Podcast is on. And we're gonna have a conversation. May not be too long. Y'all. It's just me tonight. Just me tonight. That's all right. I think I can hold it down for the crew. I know Chantel had some other engagement. She let me know that a couple of weeks ago. And Brother Rob, y'all know he's busy. He's preparing for this Saturday. He's preparing for this Saturday, and he has a lot going on. And I think our doctor, soon to be doctor, the professor called them and they had to take care of some classwork for their class. So hey, it's me. It's me. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Hey, listen. Hey, I got some news for you. Once again, here it is. Hey guys, this Saturday, if you haven't got your ticket yet, please go get your ticket. If you haven't got your ticket yet, go ahead and scan that QR code, get your ticket, because for the Minister of Comedy. The Minister of Comedy, he's presenting this. Rob is presenting this. Rob is doing this, y'all, and we want to support him. And afternoon Christian comedy, hosted by the one and only Rob Minor. This Saturday, February the 1st at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., 8 p.m., y'all, 8 p.m. at the Miramar Cultural Center. Miramar Cultural Center. And y'all see who the guests who featuring. The features are Fifi Frazier, Trina Jeffries, and Charles Walden. And I'm interested to hear all of them. I've heard a couple of them before. Mr. Walden, I don't think I've heard him before, but it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good. Hey, y'all, if you don't have your tickets, go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and get your tickets now. It's not too late. On the fly, on it, it says skip the line, buy tickets here. Go ahead, buy your ticket right now, if you will. Click that, scan that QR code if you can, and go ahead and get your ticket and let you see your face in the place on tomorrow. Would you do that for me? Thank you. I know Rob would really appreciate it and love to see everybody there, especially everyone that views this podcast and the singles edition on Wednesday. He would love to see you guys. And those that have never met him, maybe you'll get to meet him on tomorrow. On Saturday after the show. You can do that. All right. Join them tomorrow. It's the Minister of Comedy presents an afternoon of Christian comedy, hosted by the one and only Rob Minor. For February the 1st, this Saturday at 8 p.m., Miramar Cultural Center, featuring Fifi Frazier, Trina Jeffries, and Charles Walden. You don't want to miss it, okay? Right there. That's Miramar Cultural Center, 2400 Civic Center Place, Miramar, Florida, 33025. All right. All right. Join us. Be a part. Ms. Carney, God bless you. Thank you. You got your ticket. All right. Great. I hope a lot of people, everyone else, someone else go get their ticket on Saturday and be a part of that show on Saturday. That you got your ticket. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, y'all. I'm gonna jump right in on this because no, I ain't y'all. Because I got something and I wanted to make sure that we were talking about some things. We were talking about, I think I kind of went left, right, whatever. And we mentioned about how, we were talking about the rules of dating. And do you think Christians should use rules of dating when we are dating? And some of you was like, yeah, and some of you like, nah, that ain't happening. Uh, but then it depends on, I guess, what the rules are. And I think we talked about the 37% rule, where you have a select people that you see, you're dating, you're talking, not dating, but you're conversating with, socializing with, and it's like you're doing a process of elimination. That's what I say it is. I don't know about y'all. That's what I say it is. Because let me see. I'm going back to the notes. And where is it? I'll get. Where's my notes? There it is. Okay, because we were discussing it, and we were talking about, okay, the 37% is individuals to prepare you. You mentioned that it's 37% of people. This dating thing, this rule thing, where you select a few people, or you select some people that you want to talk to, and you do like I don't know, a process of elimination. Who fits you? Who's right? It says, if you estimate you'll meet 10 potential partners, date the first 3 to 4 people without committing, then settle with the next person who is significantly better than any of them, any of the other ones. Yeah. That's basically what that rule is saying. I don't know. What are you guys saying? Let me hear it in the comments. That I don't know. I don't think that's something that Christian singles should do. believers should do, but it's possible. I mean, if is it possible to do that? Is it possible to have that? It's not like you're and I think me and Rob was having a debate about it, that it's not like you're like physically you're committing. That's the only thing about it. You're not committing to anybody. You're not committing into anyone with anyone until you I guess you feel comfortable with that one, and then you go into committing with them. I guess the conversation. Only thing I kind of see out of it, it is the vetting process. Vetting process, yes. Caroline, Laverne, my thing is that maybe I mean it's possible to do, but long as you're communicating and you're communicating in the right way. Other words, you're saying the right things. You're making sure that everybody in the party, everybody that you meet, understand that we're not committing, we're just getting to know each other. It can be a process where okay, I meet this person, and that person, and I'm just having a conversation. Whereas, like I'm having a conversation to get to know each one, get to know each other. Sometimes everybody have different ways, different personalities, different characters, and they don't always meet up to your character of what you may fit you. It's possible, but it can be dangerous. Yeah, I know it can be dangerous. You're right. That's why I say it's a must. That's why I feel it has to be a must to communicate and communicate clearly. Clearly, no games, no messing around. Clearly, let it be known um, where where we stand and how this thing goes. What do you say? Laverne, you said you have to interview them. Yeah, but I mean, basically, that's what I think is basically it's the thing that is saying that's what you the 37% rule of dating. I think that's what it's kind of saying. It's not saying that you going around sleeping with three people, or you know what I'm saying, you messing with three people mind. I think it's just you selecting the three or four, however, and you just having a conversation about each other, getting to know each other, getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Y'all sorry. That was just I don't know how that just came in my head right like that. But it's possible that I believe it's possible you can do it. But like someone said, it can be dangerous. It can be dangerous if everybody is not on the same page and everybody is not being honest and truthful in that conversation. So we I don't know, to each his own, I guess. What y'all say? To each his own. You can play with it or not play with it. Take a chance at it. Not take a chance at it. To each his own. That with that dating. I see somebody. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought I was riding this train by myself. Yeah, I was getting all ready, tuned up, and whatever. And now here these people interrupting my flow and they showing up. How about that? No, I'm just playing, y'all. I am playing. I am playing. I am playing. The soon to be doctor is in the house. The soon to be doctor is in the house. I didn't expect the doctors to be here. So hey, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. And yes, I had my professor sent out a text for meeting tonight, and it ended, and it was a great meeting, and I'm glad I attended that meeting because it was necessary. So,
Okay.
but good
Thank
evening,
you.
everyone. I said, let me jump on. So, am I the only one here with you tonight?
No, Rob is here. He just disappeared.
Okay.
Rob is with me. Shan told me a couple of weeks ago that she wouldn't be
Okay.
on tonight. So hey, listen, I was ready to ride out. There's a ram in the bush. As y'all see, I was riding out because I really was trying to get a clearance because I think me and Rob was going back and forth about it, and I think it's possible for the 37% dating rule. There he goes. There's the minister of
Hey, what's going
comedy,
on?
Rob Minor.
How y'all doing today?
Doing well. How you doing, man?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I told people you had a lot going on, man. If you
Thank you,
came, you came. If not, I understand, bro. Saturday is right here.
yeah, yeah.
Saturday is here. So
But
I know you got a lot of stuff going on.
You make time for important people. So I had a meeting, but I told them that I had to get off and come here. So you're good.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Hey, I was just reviewing, going back and summarizing some of the stuff we talked about. I was dealing with that 37% of that 37% of dating rule. And and I was telling people, I know you and I was kind of like not debating, but we differencing, and which we do, and we can have that. Where I thought maybe it's possible to do as a Christian, as a believer, long as you keep the conversation real. And I know you was like, man, people ain't doing that. They ain't gonna keep it real. But I think there's some people that possibly, Rob, it may be possible. I don't know. What y'all say? What y'all say?
You said something.
Someone did say that is dangerous, but then someone said communication is the key.
But even in the communication, because I heard you say that as I was waiting backstage about it being dangerous, sometimes people could pretend like they're okay with what you're doing, but then in their own emotions can get caught up a whole different way, and it can become really, really bad.
Yeah.
Because they're not, first of all, if they really like you, they're going to pretend to be okay with what you're saying. They could do that. And then next thing you know, they're all in, and now you got a problem.
Yeah. Is it possible, though, to discern that if someone is not really giving their all or sharing their all? Depends on the question or the flow of things.
These days, and I don't know, I was thinking today that everything that I have on my plate, I can't entertain 3 or 4 other people.
Right,
I just can't. It's just too much going on. I'm a caregiver. I'm in school. I work, ministry. I got to study. And where am I going to give all this energy to these people? Because they may demand more time. They could say they're all right with, we just chilling or whatever. And that might not, I'm telling you, get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I
agree 100% because first of all, whenever you put anything in a situation where it's a competition, you're gonna keep this process of elimination type attitude and things. And to be in a relationship and be successful, there are things that you are going to have to give up and give and take as a person anyway. But the problem is, and people don't understand is, and a lot of times it's with the beautiful ones or whatever, when you have a variety of people and you have a more than a few suitors, then you don't ever feel like you have to compromise because you can always get the next person to deal with whatever the other person didn't want to deal with. When in actual reality, a successful relationship is simply compromising. It's not having your way all the time. But if you have multiple people that you're dating, you're just going to date the person. If he don't like this, go here. I'm gonna go here with him. If he don't like this style of this tonight, I'm gonna go here with them. If she don't like to do this, if she don't want to bend the rules as a Christian, okay, when I'm in my Christian mode, want to go to church, I hang out with her. But when I get my little secular twist every now and then, and God knows my heart and stuff, I'm gonna deal with her. So when you deal with multiple people, you're putting yourself in a position when you yourself is going to have multiple personalities. So then you're just going to be confused because now you're not being yourself no more. You're only being whoever you got to be based on who you with, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I'm with you with that, Rob. But this is my thing. This is I was thinking about it and whatever. What's the difference? What's the difference when, say, I meet someone or I'm dating, I'm seeing someone, I'm communicating with somebody, and we've been communicating for weeks and weeks and months, and it's like, no, this ain't happening. And then about a couple of weeks later, I meet somebody else, and then then I'm talking to them and we're communicating, and we probably went out once in the midst of it, and you're having conversation and seem like it's going well, and it's going well, and then there may be a snag somewhere, and then you're like, this didn't happen, and then you might find, you might come out with somebody else. What's the difference between that and then that?
Well, the thing is, now you're not entertaining the other people that you done cut off, right?
But it's not the point that, see, I think we're missing kind of what we're saying. It's not like you're entertaining. What's the difference? I'm still trying to get to know that individual.
Right. Are you trying to still entertain? Are you still trying to get to know all of them at the same time? Now, okay, this first one, you already know it's not working out.
But I say this because everybody have different characters. Everybody have different personalities. Mm-hmm. Everyone is different. Everybody's not the same.
I got it.
The conversation I might have with one person is not probably the same conversation I'm gonna have with another person.
Yes, exactly.
Right. But listen to what I'm saying though. Are you still entertaining the one that you realize that you're no longer that it ain't gonna work out? Are you still entertaining her?
No. We
that's the difference.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
That's the difference.
That's what we're saying.
Even in this 37,
we're not saying
in the 37% of this dating, it's a process of elimination.
See, here's
so if you know this individual is not your cup of tea and your cake that you like, then hit the road, Jack, and don't come back.
But that's not going to happen with most people. I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen with most people. Okay, most people who date multiple people, even if they pretend like they're trying to find the person they want, they'll get to the point because it's human nature. Like, Michael Jackson said, if they say why, tell them that it's human nature. It's human nature. If you're dating multiple people, you're going to get to the point where it's almost like a candy store. If this individual, let's say you want to go to see the Isley Brothers or whatever, a group you grew up on, and this brother over here is super saved. He don't want to go to no secular concerts. Now, because you're dating multiple people, you might not want to go out with the other guy, but he does go to secular concerts. So instead of you just not going to the concert at all, because you're dating multiple people, you are going to go to that concert with that person. Now, how can you consciously try to build a relationship with somebody when you're dealing with somebody's? It can't be done.
No, if I'm not a concert person and they are, that's already let me know. I can't. This is not the person that I want to hang out with.
No. Wait.
Because you said,
but that's where you're messing up at, because when you deal with somebody, you're not going to be 100% compatible. So you can go with your, so if you like every now and then, I'm not saying you're a concert person all the time. If you like go with your girlfriend. Go with your girlfriend. Go with your girlfriends that do that. But you can't say, okay, well, he didn't want to go, so I'm gonna go with him. That's the problem. That's the problem. You got girlfriends.
Oh, I got you.
Just because you dating don't mean everything you do got to be with the opposite sex. You still got girlfriends. If you can find a girlfriend or a sister, whatever. You can say,
but
you want to go with that even you don't pick another guy.
But Rob, even at that situation when she find it, where he lets her know, well, hey, I don't do those type of concerts. I don't do them concerts. Isn't that kind of like, okay, you don't do those concerts, I do those concerts. So okay, now, since he doesn't do those concerts and I do, we know that's not going to work for us.
No, that's not. So it's not necessarily true, because a guy likes football and he might want to go to the football game every now and then. If she's not into football, you can't say, I don't want to deal with her because she don't like football. No, I'll go with my buddy. I'll go with my buddy.
Decisions.
No, it's because you're not going to like everything. You're not going
to compromise a little bit. The compromise becomes, okay, if my boo don't want to go to concert, okay, I'm going to get my girlfriends, or I'm going to take my mom. I understand that's not what he liked, but then there's some things he may like that I don't like. And sometimes I may compromise and go because he like it. That's what he enjoys. That don't mean I have to go all the time. And I don't mind if he goes with his friends.
You may compromise, but you may not. So,
but you know what? Let me just say this. It really boils down. it really boils down to how much you like that individual.
Yes.
First of all, we're imperfect
That's all I'm
people.
saying.
First of all, we're imperfect people, right? All of us, right? And so now, if you really like that person, you all can sit down and
That's
talk
what
about
I'm
the things that you like and don't like. And you say, you know what? But I can respect that. I like him. So I'm
Yes.
not going to not date him because he go to concerts. Like, okay, that's fine. He can go with his friends. If we can get along, if he don't mind me not going and he go with his friends,
That's all I'm
I
saying.
may even compromise
girl.
and just go with him.
You go, girl. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody is 100%
Right.
Get this.
Right. Nobody.
A lot of people get divorced because they can't handle the fact that nobody's perfect. Matter of fact, before you get married, you got to know that you're going to have problems. You got to know that it's going to be sometimes this individual is not going to be vibing with you like that. So the problem is we get caught up in this fantasy that everybody feed us, that just because you put a ring on somebody's finger and get married, everything's going to be all right. It's the realistic people that understands that everything don't always go right are the people who last longer. The people who can't deal with the stuff and can't you compromise a little bit are the ones who are going to be constant daters. And I'm going to tell you something. We got some soft hoes too. And Christian, like we got some Christian women who not hoes no more, but they soft hoes. They still got the same tendency as the girls that's outside the church, and that's the problem. And it goes the same way with men. It goes the same way with men.
But you know what? We don't take our own image.
We got to say that. When we please, I'm glad you said that because we can't just make it out of the sisters because we got the brothers on the same side and they kicking the same game. But that's why we're having this conversation because I'm not. Listen, y'all, I said it earlier. I'm not saying this is okay for Christians, but I'm trying to get into the light of what people think.
We understand.
Because we got some people, Rob, that really think and have done it and processed through it and have found that perfect one and they're doing well. I'm talking about 20 years of doing well. So some people can do it, some people can't. Some people not gonna keep it real. Some people are gonna keep it real. Some people gonna fall back and trip on it and like y'all say, some people can handle the compromise and keep it moving. Someone asks, do the person you doing that? Do they share that with the other person? Yeah, they are supposed to let each other.
They don't. They're not supposed to, but they don't. They don't.
Wait, Rob. Let me just wait. Right. Let me say this. Now, let me just really keep it real right about now.
Let's do
really, people gonna do their own thing, okay? And sometimes people are not gonna tell you. I'm just saying, even as Christians, where is the rule book? Where does it say it anywhere that is the rule? There is no rule, right? So really, and if you really sincere, right? And you really don't want to hurt other people, you're just going to be honest with you. We got to take our own inventory, okay? First of all.
Absolutely.
I take our own inventory. I was thinking about that today. We have to take our own inventory. And how would I feel if somebody was doing this to me?
Crushed.
I don't want it done to me. So this is why we have to really think about that. And listen, there is no rule. I'm a Christian woman. I made a decision. This is my thing. What I feel, my perspective. That don't mean it's right because I'm a Christian woman. That don't mean it's right. It's what I made a decision because of I keep saying, my heart, God gave me grace and he touched my heart. And so now I have a desire to practice doing it this way. I have a desire to practice every day. Am I going to get it right? No. All the time? No. But guess what? I can keep trying. I can keep communicating with some people. I know my worth now. I know I don't have to compromise. I don't have to, be if a man come to me and say, well, you know what? Well, I got 3 other women I'm hanging out with. I'm trying to make a decision. I'm gonna let him know, hey, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yes.
See, and that's what I'm saying. That's the part that I think I was pushing earlier. I mean, the other week. If someone come to that with you, you don't have to agree to it,
right?
Because me personally, and most of the time, I guess it should be the brother that's coming to the sister, because even though I know this is 21st century, this is 2025,
Not in the Bible.
you know, but
Same as
that
yesterday in the Bible.
it's supposed to be that way.
No, it is the same way in the Bible. We supposed to be. It is the same way.
No, I'm saying.
My point is with dating.
No, he did say that's right. He did say that, Rob. He did. He's agreed and
That's
agreed.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible, it's supposed to be that way, where the man is supposed to come. So I say most of the time it'll be the brother coming, but this is 2025 though, Rob. Remember, 2025. We talked about it, and we're gonna have some sisters that say, I'm gonna approach. I'm gonna come. I don't think if a sister come to me and say, hey, I like to get to know you and but I'm also talking to these other two guys. I'm not competing with nobody. Hold on, Rob. Hold on. And I'm talking to these other two guys. And me personally, I'm like, oh, really? No, I'm not in that. I'm not. I tell
her she's on her own survival island. If she got your own survival island in the hood, Rob, I ain't gonna be in that survival with you.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on. Now you might have some brothers that might be like, oh, I'm cool. These are what you talking about, Rob. I'm cool with that. I can get down with that.
Because they know what they doing.
That's why I said, Rob, hold on. That's why I said some guys will get down with that. They'll be like, okay, oh, that's cool. You seeing somebody, girl, I ain't worried about that.
Let me say something real quick.
But so that's why it comes back. It comes back, Rob, to where we said that it can be dangerous. Okay. So if you ask me for my opinion about it, I would say, as a Christian, as a believer, run, stay away from it. Don't even tempt it. Don't even tempt yourself to do it. Don't even get involved in it.
Okay,
because as believers, as Christians, that was the question. That was the question.
Okay,
should Christian singles or believers use rules? And this is one of the rules, 37% dating rule. And me personally, no.
I'm gonna tell you why I say this. This is the reason why I say this. Because when you put yourself in Satan's lair, when you put yourself in certain situations, you can be as saved as you want. When you start dancing in Satan's lair, you will eventually start doing some of the characteristics that you ain't supposed to do. In other words, when you are dating someone as a Christian, you already should have in your head that he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Man should feel that way, and the girl should feel that way. So if you decide to date someone, you cannot date anybody else. You cannot.
No.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you do, no matter how hard you try, you're going to deceive somebody. In some kind of way, you're going to have somebody thinking they like you more than they do, or you like them more than they do, or you're not going to exactly tell them where you was at yesterday when you was out with somebody else. You're going to say you were busy, or you're going to say it was like that. And all that stuff is going to lead to deception, little white lies, and the whole 9 yards.
Because now you got to remember. Now you got to remember what you told this one, and you got to remember what you told that one. And you got to remember what you didn't tell this one. And so,
all lies and deception.
And eventually it'll catch up. Now,
you can't even have a close friend. Listen, you can't even have, if you're dating somebody, you can't even, and I learned this the hard way, you can't even have a close friend that you know still like you. If you
definitely not.
Friend, even if you're not dating that friend, if you know that friend still like you, you can't. Because I've lost. I'm gonna tell you something. Because I lost a very good relationship because I played that as long as I know this is not going anywhere, whatever. Stop it. Just stop it. If someone likes you, and we live and we learn. If someone likes you, and you know they like you, there's always a potential there, and you shouldn't put anybody else under that kind of pressure where they have to constantly worry about the past, a friend you real close to, whatever. Because if you know that person still care about you, even though you say to me, well, it's me, I know I'm not going to do nothing. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And I had to, like I said, and I'm saying this now because I had to learn the hard way. And I was wrong in the area like that. And, you know, I did it a wonderful person. And that's part of the issue why that relationship didn't go as far as it could have went, because you have to be totally bought in. Because you're talking about something God given you, God directed you, you got to be totally in.
Yeah, you got to be
one person.
Listen. When you out there, it has to be a situation. You got to build that. I talk about it before. I think I did it some time back. It's about the foundation. Let watch the foundation that you build. However you build, that's with anything in life. However you build that foundation is how your building, how your life or whatever is gonna go. If you build that foundation on rocky ground and bad ground and not secure ground, it won't stand. It won't hold up. Hey, listen, I'm gonna revisit something else because I got something from somebody. And I want to make sure that I was clear on this. And it sounded like I was not clear. And when I went off and I was saying about how people say, you know, people always saying, you know, when things don't go right and whatever, they say, you know, I just love hard. You know, I just love hard. Now, mind you, y'all, I'm not telling people not to do that. That's not what I was saying. But what I was saying was that when the illustration I used was that a lot of times sisters and brothers sometimes be in communication, in a relationship, and you're getting to know somebody, and you, male or female, might be at that point in your feelings and in your emotions where you want to express that you're at that love stage. You want to tell them that, hey, I love you. But that other individual may not be there yet. And sometimes there are some people. I was saying this. I'm not saying everybody.
You're right.
There are some that would throw that love at you, male and female, would throw that love at you to kind of push you like, I'm saying I love you. Why you don't say you love me back?
You're right.
But that individual is not there at that place. They're not there. They're not there yet. And what I was trying to say, I don't know if I was clear, that we should not rush them, that individual.
You better not
rush them to say say that, because what you're gonna get is somebody saying, okay, if that's what you want to hear, I'll say it.
Or they might push them away.
I'm right, or push away, or they'll say, you know what, that's what you want to hear. Is that what's going to get it? If that's what's going to get me in?
Yeah.
If that's what's going to get me in the door? If that's what's going to get me into, you know, whatever? Okay. Oh yeah, girl, I love you. It goes back to what's the movie?
Well, Martin Lawrence. Lawrence.
No.
I love you.
No, this is the one. This is the one with Kevin Hart. Them.
About last night.
With with what that Steve Harvey book.
Think Like a Man.
Think Like a Man, Think Like a Woman. When Zeke all of a sudden just got to the point where he was trying to get the cookie, and she kept pushing, she kept saying I love you, and Zeke like, man, I can't do the love thing. And then he was like, that's what it's gonna take. Let me test the water. So he said, I love you, and woke up in a good place that morning. That's what I'm trying. That's what I was trying to project on last week.
Yeah.
Be careful of that.
A lot of people don't understand that love is a pendulum. Yeah. And a relationship is a pendulum, just like this. Just like this. It's going to be times where your love is up here and that person's love might be down there. But throughout the course of a relationship, it'll swing around. It'll swing around. So you don't have to force nothing. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. Listen, people always say if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. but they're not as quick to say, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. If a person is not meant to be with you, I don't care what you say to them, how you say to it, what you do for them, it's not meant to be. And it's okay. But you'll only find that out when you date one person at a time. And when you find it out, eliminate that person. When you're going back and forth, you never really get the time to really get into one person. And that's the only way you're going to find out really how somebody is.
But that's why I figured I had to come back, because someone sent me that, like, I was like, I was saying people shouldn't say that, or people shouldn't. That's not what I was saying. I think I was trying to say, just be careful. Lady,
you did say
lady, a lot of times it's men too that do it. A lot of times it's the sisters. A lot of times it's the sisters, because we feel that we need to hear that.
We're emotional beings.
And stop dating out your league. And stop dating out your league.
Well,
Go ahead, E. Go ahead, E.
Listen. Females are emotional beings. We can admit it or not, but we are. Okay, we're caregivers. We are the ones that our emotions are very strong. Men sometimes think that, they can't express themselves or be emotional because they'll look weak, but that's not the case, because we don't think like that, right? But even I worked in divorce court, right? And I saw a lot of people come in my courtroom, get divorced. They come with the attorneys, all emotions, because I got to get you back, or I feel like you're getting me. But in the end, when they run out of money and the attorneys don't show up and they withdraw from their cases, and the people really sit down and come back to court for their final hearings, you see them, because they're like you wonder how these people fell in love with each other when they first started.
Anyway, yeah.
The end, right, when they settle down and really think about some things and how they could have compromised and really talked about it and not allowed other people to run their marriages or their relationships, they think about how they could have worked it out.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this a question, Rob. Hold on. Let me ask you a question, you two. Is there a deadline? Is there a time limit to get to that point where you're at that love mood, at that love place where both of you call it saying I love you?
No, I don't believe so.
Where is that point in the relationship? Where should that point in the relationship be? 6 months? No, I don't believe that me personally, I don't believe there's a time. And honestly, because of my relationship with God, and because the man of God that's going to come into my life, his relationship with God, things are just, I believe if this is the divine connection, things are just going to flow and they're just going to happen. And it's not going to be this timeline thing. Nope. And we caught up about that. And that's because the chatter that we hear with other people and not praying together in the relationship to see what God says.
Listen, when God puts something, let me say something. When God, you're first of all, I gotta say this, you're 100% right. You're 150% right. You probably got extra credit for that answer. Listen, when God puts something together, there is no question. God would have a specific time for it. You'll know it. You'll feel it. She'll feel it. And when you say, will you? You won't even get a chance to say, marry me, before she goes, oh my God, and marry me. And that's it. And there's nothing else that you want to do, and there's nothing else that she want to do, because when it's divinely picked, it is perfectly picked. It might not be a perfect marriage, but it's perfectly picked. He perfectly picked that person for you.
Let me say this. I want to ask you all something. Men, have you ever been in a relationship with a young lady where you have prayed to God and asked God about that woman and God shut it down?
Most guys won't pray to God about a woman because they're afraid. Question. Hold on, Rob. Now,
question, Rob.
But we can't. Yeah, we can't say most. We can't speak for
Right.
most.
I try to sneak out of it.
Yeah, you can't
Rob,
because
have you, Rob? Okay, Rob, listen to the question. Because you are the man of God that you are,
we're transparent on this show.
have you started dating someone, and because of who you are and your relationship with God in this season of your life, God shut it down?
I will tell you 100% honestly that before I even got a chance to pray to God, I've been disobedient to myself, because there's been times that before I even got a chance to pray to God, He gave me the discernment to show me before I even asked Him that there wasn't a way.
Somebody
Right.
say
Okay.
yes.
I didn't even waste my time. So I didn't waste my time.
Okay, listen. So have you been like, listen to the question.
Mhm.
Have you been in it? Have you been in it like you would? I understand what you're saying, but sometimes even we miss the mark. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So even we missed the mark. So have you ever got in it
Mhm.
and God say, you gotta shut this down?
Yeah. And when He said shut it down, I took my time.
Right. Okay. So what I'm saying is,
You're right. You're right. You are right.
children of God, as children of God, we pray that we would seek God for relationships, not just relationships.
Mhm.
People think that we don't have to ask God, is this a good time for me to go? Or should I sow this seed over here? Or what do you want me to give? But we should be asking Him that for direction for everything, not just relationships.
You got me there. You're right. That's why I'm being honest. You're right.
No.
You
Yeah,
understand what I mean?
yeah, totally. I mean, that's that in all our ways, acknowledge
Right.
100% right.
and I don't know why that scripture has been just locked in on me, and I thought, but that we can use that because He said in all our ways, acknowledge Him, and after us acknowledging Him, then He would direct our path.
Right. Right.
He would direct us in the way. Now we gotta.
Since you're being transparent, I've been guilty of, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've been guilty of. I've actually seen and witnessed the hardening of the heart, where I wanted to do something that I know God did not want me to do, and every time I went to go do it, God hardened my heart and made me not do it. Being honest with you.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Yeah, I mean,
and this is why it's called practice, right? As a Christian, right?
right.
And we look now, come on, let's keep it real. His disciples ain't always had it together.
What class you go to today? Hey, Jeff, what happened to her? She on fire, man.
But when you come to where you come to that point in your life where it's just, okay, I done messed up so much by my doing it myself. Yeah. I done try to do it my way for so long until now. Me doing it God's way is it's painful. It's not always the way I want to do it, but I believe, and this is me, I believe by doing it God's way, it would save us from a lot of pain and hurt.
Yeah.
And some of the pain and hurt. And if we and be honest, we transparent. And I have a lot of relationships. So but if I believe those ones that I had, and I think I said it a while back, if I would have done it that way, God's way, during that time, I don't think some of the things in my life now, some of the way things are in my life, that I went through, I wouldn't have gone through it if I would have did it His way. Absolutely. But to answer your question, E, is that I did, because at that point I was doing it my way, and I thought felt like what I was in, the relationship that I was in, was the right relationship. A whole lot of stuff going in. I'm at that certain age. I feel I'm like y'all, like the sisters. I was in y'all mood where I feel I need to get married. I want to get married, and the engagement did it all, proposal, all that. And God was like, Negro, I ain't tell you to do that.
That's the one part about men.
And I went through it, and I went through it, and I pushed I was trying to make it happen until it got to a point, and God said, no. Shut it down. It was the toughest thing to do,
Yeah.
because now I got to call off a engagement. And yeah, I'm yeah, some people know, some people don't know.
Amilda, you have I'm gonna be honest with you, you have solved tonight hold on, let me say what I'm gonna say. One of the major issues with men when it comes down to dating. If more men went to God and trust God for and obeyed his answer,
and two though.
A lot of relationships. I'm blaming the men because we're supposed to be the lead. I'm blaming
Let me say this, Rob.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Rob, you gotta have listen, Rob, listen now. I gotta take my glasses off. Listen, Rob. Listen now. We thank God. First of all, I thank God that we ain't God. Cause Lord Jesus. But let me say this, Rob. I'm telling you, because I had a self-righteous spirit. I'm telling you, I'm just talking about me right now. We have to be careful because everybody is not where Rob is, where Jeff is, where Imelda is, where Chantel is, right? So we're all on different, we're off in our different spaces with our relationship with God, right? And so when we see people, we're like, well, they didn't know. We have to be mindful because that's not where they are. They haven't gotten to where we done been through so much that now we have come. We were there.
Yeah.
We not got amnesia that we was once where they were.
Yeah.
No. I ain't get amnesia.
I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that.
So we have to. That's why we do this show, so we can be transparent to tell the people, hey, I was there, but this is where I am now, and know that your worth is more important than you sleeping around, being with this one and that one. But how did I get there? How did you get there, Imelda?
Making a lot of mistakes first.
So now we're judging, right? We're judging, and you want us to pull back a little bit, right? And understand that all of us have been given the grace to have another chance to get it right. Even if I remember, I had not been sexually active or anything, and I developed this self-righteous spirit, and it was bad. And God had to show me, but He allowed me the grace when I went through what I went through. And He says, you can't point the fingers, and you gotta be, we gotta be careful because people will not receive what we're saying.
Right.
We gotta be careful.
But that's why I normally always say, hey, y'all, listen, those that's viewing, you gotta understand, we going through this walk. We're still going through this walk.
So I want to,
and they must understand that we're coming from a Christian point of view.
Yeah, Rob, we understand that.
I'm not saying be judgmental. I'm just saying when we give answers, we're trying to give them answers based on how Christians would date.
I got you. But, okay,
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. Let the founder talk. Now, let the founder CEO talk. Now, yes, we do need to give some kind of Christian direction. But I always used to say this to the singles ministry, that and any other was in the family life ministry, that okay, we want to be Bible based, but we want to be reality and real also.
Right.
We want to make sure that we keep it real. We can't always hide our wrong or sometimes our journey, because the Bible really it gives us a blueprint for hope and guidance and what, but it really don't give us a lot about how we should date.
Right.
It really don't give us that. So hold on.
Right.
So we have to talk about, we got to do this thing on experience.
Right.
And tie our experience to the word, to a Christian way, and how God said we're supposed to live as believers.
Right.
As believers, because really, he really doesn't say anything in the Word of God. How are we supposed to believe? How are we supposed to live as dating?
Yes, we got to find
But
a fine
he
line
tells
between.
us how we're supposed to live as believers.
Yes,
So there are some that might not do it the way you do it, Rob.
Right.
And there's some that might do it the way you do it, that do it the way I do it. But everybody have their different ways of doing it and a different outlook at how they doing it. But for us, and we've been very good at that. Rob, you've been very good at that. And just because people tell me, I say, oh my God, some of the stuff Rob said is really like reality, will help me. And it opened my eyes to some stuff. And then, so we are doing what we need to do. But like you said, we can't beat people. That's what we're doing.
I agree with that. I agree.
We can't beat people like you got to do it. No, we can't do that because we got to show them that, okay, I ain't do it that way, but now I've learned to do it this way. Right. So since I'm doing it this way, I'm gonna try and help you along the way where you don't make you ever raising your child, raising a godchild or a niece or whatever, and we now done been through a lot of things in life, and we try and tell them the way it should go, and they try and keep them from going through some of the trials and tribulations that we went through of making it now. That's what you're now. And we think about it, our parents did the same thing to us.
Same thing.
And we didn't obey them rules. We didn't obey their advice. So a lot of times, and they didn't come back and say, "Oh, you knucklehead! I told you not to do that. I told you not to do that, but you did it anyway."
No. Remember the commercial where the little boy was smoking and said, "I got it from watching you." When he said, "Where'd you get that from?" "I got it from watching you." We got to find a fine line between trying to get people not to do too much compromising without condemning them.
But I think we have. And let me say this, because what we've been doing for sure is guiding them right back to Christ. Yeah. Because he's the one that's going to do the transforming. Even in the midst of them, listen, I remember the last time I was in it. I'm talking going. And the Holy Spirit said, "I'm gonna wait right here when you get up, but you ain't gonna feel good about what you just did."
Yeah.
When you have a relationship, you can get you can think that you're strong. Yeah. Don't go out over there, boo. Out over there. Listen. Don't go alone.
Satan is good.
Yeah.
Don't go alone.
Very good at what he does.
And like, oh, I'm strong and I was fasting.
No.
You said you was fast. You was
fasting and hear me. Oh, I'm
you missed that. You missed it.
I got that, Rob. I got that. But I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real with the people. It's the relationship that we have with Christ that's going to help us to renew our minds, to think different, to do different.
And I used to say that to the singers, and we got to go. I used to say that to the singers all the time. Do not put yourself in a situation where if you in that mood, you feeling something, you feeling some kind of way, don't do it to yourself.
You ain't feeling that kind of way, preacher. I'm telling you, when I thought I was strong, I done devotion.
No.
Don't do it.
You can't do it. I used to tell them all the time, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you said it earlier. I think you said it earlier, Rob. We're dealing with our flesh. We're dealing with flesh. Dealing with flesh. And sometimes Peter said, we dealt with flesh all the time. Peter, all the time was dealing with his flesh. 1 minute he was cussing, next minute So we gonna have our Peter experiences, our Peter moments sometimes. So we don't want to do that. All right. Hey y'all, listen. I just wanted. Hey, this was good. That was good. Listen, I got some other stuff because that 222 we ain't even touched. We really didn't.
No, we didn't even touch that. Really, no,
we really didn't dabble. We'll do it next week if everybody's on. We'll deal with the 222.
Well, we gotta do it when she on here. We gotta do it when she on here.
No, Shannon. No, Shannon be
go crazy.
No, Shan will be here next week. She'll be here next week. I
and
knew
Milton,
she was.
me and Jeff bad when you're not here. We bad. We bad.
Oh, hey, listen, we be kicking. Hey, listen, y'all. Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest, we bad when you're not here.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you,
being with me on tonight. I always thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for doing it and joining me and being a part of this podcast and this episode of the Singles Edition. Y'all make a great difference when you guys are on. By us being so transparent and being real and true with viewers. I thank y'all and I appreciate y'all so much. And I do love y'all, and that's an action word.
Love you right back. Thanks for having us, bro.
All right.
Thank
later,
you.
All right. All right. Hey, y'all. Been locked into the South Florida Live Podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown. And as I always say, hey, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this episode on tonight. I hope someone was blessed. Hope you learned something, got something out of it. We just be trying to help people along the way if we can. If we can help somebody along the way, then our living won't be in vain. Hey, y'all, listen, appreciate you once again. Hey, don't forget this Saturday, where is my clip? This Saturday, Minister of Comedy presents another afternoon of Christian comedy hosted by Rob Minor, February 1st, 8 p.m., Miramar Cultural Center, featuring Fifi Frazier, Trina Jeffries, and Charles Walden. Get your tickets now. Scan that QR code. Go ahead and get your tickets if you will be a part of that. Hey, y'all, listen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with me on tonight. I always say I love you. That's an action word, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, hey, I'll pray for you. You pray for me. Hey, y'all, let's watch God change things. God bless you.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.